No, I feel like optimism is like gonna be like the most important thing for you to lean into right now, Libra. First messages out of my first oracle deck was optimism, happy success, and a consciousness of lack flipped into the reversed. A catalyst or a challenge will come in the form of people, professional assistance. Okay, so some of you are feeling like you're getting out of a lack mentality. You're going to be more optimistic. Spirit's trying to bring more optimism into your life. You may get some kind of a win. It makes you feel more optimistic. If you've had a consciousness of lack and you've been worried about resources and access to resources and your bank account, you're going to be getting over that. Like your perception of things and being optimistic and focusing on your success will continue to help you get out of a consciousness of lack. Spirit's telling you that you may need some professional assistance. You may be able to offer professional assistance to someone else. Also, there's some stuff around health for you or maybe someone you care about. First card out of this oracle deck is health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So there's a strong focus on health and wellness for you at this time, Libra. Not just mental health, but your physical health as well. Also, honesty is coming out. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. There's also a card of indecision coming out. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, but the catalyst or the challenge is denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So for some of you, you need to be very honest with yourself and with the people closest to you about maybe what's going on with your health. You may have a decision to make that involves health. And it's important to really listen to your primal intuition about this, like really projecting your instincts into the future. Zoom out and think about things in the long run, Libra. There could be someone around you that needs to tell you the truth about a health decision they need to make. They may need help making that choice, but that could be you. There could be an indecision about what to do next in regards to your health. You have to see things for what they really are. Don't be in denial with yourself, Libra, and be honest with the people that care about you if this is all related to health. These cards may not all be talking about health though. Spirit just wants you to focus on health at this time. I'm hearing physical health. I'm also hearing something about your throat and something about bones. I don't know what that's about. Bones in your throat, and maybe the bones in your throat. I think there's only one set of bones in your throat. So you do need to be honest with yourself and others. There may be a decision that you're going to struggle to make mid-month. Watch out for being in denial about things. I love what this card says. Replace fear and an inability to accept something for what it is with insight of awareness. Insight of awareness is really important. Also, Libra, it's time to lighten up. There's some interesting things going on here. Like I have optimism and happy success with like professional assistance and getting over a consciousness of lack. But then we've got these vastly different messages about health. From my life coaching oracle deck, the first card that came out was judgment. So with judgment and an indecision card, you have to think about the judgment calls you're making in your life. I like what it says though. You're being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. Okay, so if you feel like someone's been judging you, and as a result, you've been judging them, Spirit's saying, this is actually just taking up real estate in your heart and in your brain that like it doesn't need to. Just let it go. There's some stuff that just needs to be let go of because it's time to lighten up. You may be taking life a little too seriously. Okay, this card applies to me all the time. I'm a Libra too. A lot of you guys know I'm a Libra too. I need to lighten up like all the time. I'm like, okay, Spirit, I'll take this advice for sure. We all just need to lighten up, like let go of grudges. It's time to lighten up. Also, you might be doing some shadow work with your inner child because inner child came out and at the bottom of the deck was 42, dark night of the soul. I also see spiritual growth down here. You have heavenly helpers. Okay, Libra, you're definitely going through some spiritual growing pains right now. Okay. It's time to lighten up and let go of stuff. You're currently healing old emotional wounds. Some of you feel like you might be going through the dark night of the soul. I can't even with this term. Because a lot of people ask me, how many dark nights of the soul am I going to have? And I'm like, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. Maybe once, maybe many times. It's different for each person, but I love what this card says. It's my favorite thing I've ever heard about the dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. This may involve your inner child. When were you a child? In the past. Time is linear here on planet Earth, right? We experience ourselves with a past and a present and the future. So we're looking at the past here when the inner child card comes out. But the inner child is ever present, right? In the highest expression, the inner child wants to play and be curious and explore and not be afraid of consequences. It does not want to be robbed of its innocence. But some of you have been robbed of that innocence and it's hurting you and you're recalling that. So you will go through some of that stuff, and Spirit's saying, look, there's some other things going on in your life that are really good, like the optimism and the success and getting over this consciousness of lack and maybe helping other people or getting help. You know, you've got that going on. But there's also some denial and indecision and a need to be honest and a need to focus on health in the physical body. And then we're doing some deeper spiritual work as well. And I feel like Spirit's saying, look, you can be optimistic and happy about some parts of your life, but that doesn't mean that things are going to be amazing in every part of life right now. Like, allow the optimism and the honesty to help you with indecision, to help you with feelings of denial, to help you take good care of yourself, to help you lighten up, to help you think about your judgment calls and who can you forgive? Who can you forgive right now? Look, if you can't forgive someone, you can't. But who can you forgive? What can you forgive? Can you forgive yourself? Because I guarantee you, your inner child was probably innocent, you know? And working through that and healing the inner child, I do believe that it is leading to spiritual growth. But underneath that is spiritual growth. Interesting messages came out of the Illumination Oracle deck for the middle of the month. It's very specific. You know, this is general. Take it as it resonates. But what came out, I was like, just show me like surface level, some important themes, some things that are going to play out that Libra needs to know about. What came out was love, receiving of messages, obstacles ahead, and then ask for guidance. Well, I had to clarify this love card because we can put love in many vessels. We can drink love from many different cups, right? So it's not necessarily romantic love. It could be just an opening of the heart chakra towards someone or something. You may receive some messages. Someone may tell you that there are obstacles in front of them. You may have an obstacle in front of you. There is a need to ask for guidance. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, I'm hearing. So I clarified love, and I asked Spirit, I'm going to use the same deck. Is that okay? My guide said yes. So I was like, what's this love about? The 4-leaf clover, luck is on your side, drawn to you, but there's confusion about making plans, and someone is withholding, but change is coming. Okay. So you may receive a message from someone, Libra, that says there's obstacles ahead about making plans to come towards you. They want to have a new beginning. This could be you wanting this or someone else wanting this. Someone does want a new beginning. You might be very drawn to them. They might be very drawn to you, but there's confusion about when to make plans to get something going. And there's a withholding. You might need an outside opinion about all this. This could be just as simple as logistics. Okay, it could just be a logistical thing, but try to clear up confusion by having direct one-on-one conversations. And if you don't know what this is about, like if this isn't resonating for you, zoom out, Libra, because someone else around you might want to get something going with you and they're just confused. You might be withholding from them. Just make it clear where things are going with people, okay? For anything in life. There's a strong focus on the 10th house, which is career and prestige, okay? 6th house is the work and duty area of your life, and it's also about health. 10th house is like the cool stuff that you do that you can put on your resume. Okay. This is about your achievements and your status in the outside world. Pluto is here as well. Your ability to transform and take a big leap forward. Virgo's at the bottom of the deck. The energy around you is dutiful. It's hesitant. It's humble. And it has a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Yes. I love Virgo. It took me a long time to appreciate them. And I was married to a Virgo. I adore him. I still adore him. One of my kids is a Virgo too. So I love this energy. There's some kind of a transformation taking place for you, Libra, in the 10th house. And out of the ashes, the phoenix rises. See? Some of you have an opportunity to take a big, giant leap forward and feel this rebirth within you. And it could directly impact your achievements in the outside world, your status, career, the legacy that you leave behind. Wow, that's awesome. I love that for you. Now, it could be like an ending of a career because Pluto, for me, it's a scorpionic planet. It is a planet of death, rebirth, and transformation, a planet of reinvention as well. And we all know that Pluto just moved into Aquarius because everybody's talking about it. So like Aquarius is a wild card, and that's where Pluto is right now. So massive transformation and newness, but it's rebellious and it's kind of renegade. That's amazing. So I feel like the universe and the solar system is really saying to you right now, look, you have the potential to take a giant leap forward and feel this annihilation that leads to a renewal. The challenge or the catalyst is, you have to be discriminating. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Some of you are feeling a bit hesitant and a little humble. So a shadow trait of Virgos is that sometimes they miss opportunities because they're a little too shy and hesitant. And then what ends up happening is that people miss out on the fucking magic of the Virgo energy. And if any of you have Virgo in any of your planetary placements, just know that you have what it takes. Okay, you do have what it takes. But watch out for that shadow trait of like working hard but not smart. Keeping yourself stuck because something is familiar, but it's not bringing expansion. Also, you might need to be ready to roll up your sleeves and work your ass off, because Virgo can help you with that. This constellation can help you with that. Virgo is like, other zodiac signs will be like passing out and falling over from heat stroke. And Virgo just rolls up its sleeves and says, what's the matter? Y'all afraid to break a sweat? You afraid of hard work? You afraid to put your nose to the grindstone? Welcome to my world. Let me show you how it's done. Virgo can help you, but watch out for those hindrances. Also check your Pluto placement and your 10th house, because those areas of your life will be impacted. You do want to know if you have any planetary influences in your 10th house. That can give you some further insight. A Virgo might be involved. Watch out for holding yourself back, and just also keep in mind that it will take hard work. Like, get ready to roll up your sleeves. But also at the same time, some of you need to hear a little bit of a different message, which is like, look, you might be really good at working hard, but are you working smart? You might be sick of doing this kind of work and you want to do something a little bit sexier. So take it as it resonates for you, okay? But massive transformation in the 10th house. And I pulled out my human design deck because you guys know I'm big into human design, or some of you know that, which is just astrology tells you where everything was in the solar system the year you were born. Human design is going to show you how everything imprinted your energy body and the way you express the planetary imprints specifically. That's what human design is. I do human design reports. That's on my website. You can check it out. You can email me about it if you have questions. But they wanted me to pull out human design, and I feel like this is about potentially the 10th house as well. Gate 20 came out, which is about shared purpose. This aligns with your purpose to share with your community. It's asking you to be patient and tolerant in this moment. It teaches you that unity blossoms from cooperation, open-mindedness, perseverance, and compassion. So looking for a shared purpose with other people at this time. You are the master of the moment. So watch out for being impulsive and doing things that lead to frustration. Also watch out for being pushy or other people being pushy with you, trying to lead before the time is right or before you've been recognized as a leader will be off-putting to other people. So you may have a bossy person that's trying to tell you what to do in like a group dynamic, or you may be wanting to do that. This is actually something, the shadow trait of this gate is something Libra's really guilty of, like trying to take leadership and ownership before you've been recognized as a leader or coming off as bossy. We're cardinal signs and we're air signs. Like cardinal signs are designed to be leaders, and sometimes we can be a little pushy. So watch out for that. Know that at all times your voice has the potential to either tear people down or powerfully lift them up. Watch your words. You have the potential in group dynamics that where you and other people share a similar purpose. You could say just the right things or all the wrong things. Don't try to be a leader until you've been recognized as one. And don't let anybody lead you unless you want them to, Libra, okay? But you're feeling really alive right now. And there's a lot of possibilities with people in a group dynamic, but the power to pioneer came in the reverse. And that's about innovation. There could be someone around you. This is what I'm hearing. You're open to doing collaborations as long as you stand for something, okay? And you can focus on healing and the blessings that humanity has. You have a star quality right now. And you have the ability to like transmute suffering into a transcendence to lead it toward, like suffering can become wisdom if we can really focus on what we got out of that situation. And that might really help with this inner child stuff. But when it comes to doing things in a group dynamic, don't do it unless you can really stand for your own morals and values. You might be afraid to pioneer and trailblaze. You may have someone around you that needs you to be a voice for them in some way. Yeah, because we have gate 13, the storyteller. Tell a better story is in reverse. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are you working with? What are you doing here? Because there might be people around you, or it could be you yourself, Libra, that just, look, if you want to move forward and be a pioneer, watch out for being misunderstood. Make sure you're being understood and try to tell a more optimistic story and a better story. But if you feel like you're in some kind of a group endeavor that you think stands for something, just know that the people around you, they might not be willing to go there with you. You may have to blaze a trail by yourself. Think about the stories that you're sharing and the stories that you're telling. Are they transmuting pain to power, suffering to wisdom? Or is it just the same bullshit where we just stay in the victim narrative? The victim narrative is important, but then we have to move beyond it or we're never going to go anywhere. And we'll be bitter and in this dark night of the soul forever. Spirit's like, look, be optimistic. It's time to lighten up. Tell your own story. Stand for something. Tell a better story. You can share this with other people, okay? If you follow human design, check your profile. That's your role in society. That will give you some insight on how best to do it, how best to be your authentic self. So that's what's going on for you right now. Like you've got to stand for something. You've got to blaze a trail. You've got to tell a better story. You can share this story with others. But also I'm hearing that some of you need to hear, don't let someone piggyback off of you just because they're not telling a good story. This also might be a message that some of you need to hear about like a collaboration of some kind. Yeah. You needed to hear that. Some of you needed to hear that. All right, Libra. So those are the themes through this oracle reading. Take care. I love you. I'll see you next time.